The best strategy to win in PvP is to feed the YouTuber and streamer as much gear as possible and pay for all their shuttle costs and all that other stuff. Yeah, tell that to the Imperial leaders. Okay, yep, glad to hear it. All right, talk to you later. Oh, hey, how are you? I heard some of you are scared of this new world. This new world we're about to be in, that is Finalizer and the changes they're making. Well, never fear. Don't fear. Don't fear this new server. Don't fear the changes. I'm here to explain how it's gonna go, with some of this being speculation and some of this just being absolute fact. So enjoy the video and we'll just hop into it. So we've got this post here from Lollandier. Lollandier was, he posted about these changes. The first change is it's not really a change. It's going to use the same terms of service as Basilisk does now. And then the biggest change, I think, or one of the bigger changes, is 2 characters per account, 1 character online at a time. So the impacts of this are massive. I'm not sure everyone truly understands how big of a change that is and how that will change how Basilisk has been. Basilisk has been up since 2012. So we're in 2021 right now. We're almost 10 years of Basilisk, and on Basilisk you can have 10 characters with 2 online at a time. With only 2 characters per account and 1 online at a time, this is going to bring back interdependency, so no one will be totally self-sufficient, right? You're not going to be able to have a weaponsmith, a chef, and then also a squad leader, and also a Jedi, and also, a bounty hunter, and everything you would want under the sun. That's just not going to happen anymore. Surprisingly, even with that being the case on Basilisk, some people still multi-account, which is shocking to me. The 1 character online at a time is also very, very relevant. A lot of people normally would make like a dock tune or a dancer or something and buff their other characters and have both characters logged in at the same time. That's not going to be possible anymore because of the 1 character online at a time, but the 1 character online at a time will impact the economy pretty greatly. You see, this is going to limit AFKing quite a bit, because a lot of people, when they're playing the game, they will AFK like Ewoks or crates or whatever for loot. So there won't be as much loot and credits being generated into the system through AFK play. This is actually a really good change. Things like dot weapons and legendaries will be rarer because those won't be generated by the system as much, because people will actually be playing the game. If they actually want to play the game, they won't be able to AFK at the same time. This also impacts cities. So for the way it is now, I think you only need 5 or 6 people to have a maxed out city, since we can have 10 characters per account. But now it's going to be 2 characters per account. So with equal population as Basilisk at any time of Basilisk's history, and in any time the population is equal, meaning 1,000 people online on Basilisk or 1,000 online for Finalizer, there will be less cities because there won't be as many characters to go around. This means that cities will also probably most likely be more active. So fewer cities, but more active cities. The other thing will be, if there's a character online count like they do for Basilisk and the other 2 servers for SWGemu, we will have a more accurate representation of the population. So if this server says 300 online, that is going to be a way more accurate representation of how many players are online compared to Basilisk, where it says 300 online and people are allowed to have 2 characters online at the same time. So potentially it could have been actually 150 characters or 150 players online on Basilisk. So this is actually a really good change. It changes a lot. It's going to slow down the economy. Inflation will still be an issue over time, but it won't get as out of control as it was before. Basilisk character names will be reserved for 90 days. After that period, the names are free to be used by anyone. That's not really a big deal. ADKs, resource deeds, and self-powered harvester deeds will be removed. So the biggest change here is that ADKs are going to be removed, and then also the resource deeds being removed. ADKs are game breaking in multiple ways. 1, it does impact the economy. 2, it imbalances the game a little bit further, right? So people will loot legendary weapons, or they'll put ADKs on their PSG, and their PSG will last forever, whereas normally they break really fast. This is going to change the meta for PvP. I don't know how it's going to change for PvE. There's been an AI rework, or like actually implemented into the game. So that's not on Basilisk. That AI buff or whatever AI implementation is not on Basilisk. So I don't know how the AI are going to be on Nova. I don't know how they're going to interact with players. So not having an ADK on a PSG might be a big deal for PvE, but I am not sure because I haven't played against it. But for PvP, it's going to be a very, very, very big deal. We're going to see a lot of Jedi because there's no ADKs. Jedi won't be able to ADK their sabers, so Pearl market will still be good because Pearls will be constantly decaying when Jedi use their sabers. And then also Jedi damage will improve in PvP because they'll be able to actually break PSGs, and people will have to switch PSGs and you know they can run out. Very, very big deal. The resource deeds being removed, I'm not sure how this impacts the crafting economy. That is a huge change that I don't know. Like I just, it's fine. I'm cool with it. I just don't know how it impacts the game. It would seem that with the resource deeds, like if you're rich and you're getting started with crafting, or you're a crafter, you can just keep your crafting game strong because of the resource deeds. If server best were to spawn, then you would always have access to server best resources as long as you get those resource deeds. Self-powered harvester is not a big deal. This is not a huge credit sink anyways. I mean, it is nice, but actually no, this is self-powered, right? It's not the credit sink, it's the energy stuff. It's not as big as a deal, I don't think. I don't think it'll really change much there. Jedi unlock will still be the village, but with phase times reduced to 1 week. This is also a huge change. We're gonna see a lot of Jedi week 6, 7, and 8, probably week 9 and 10 as well. There'll still be a lot of people catching up and playing. So this will be like a huge thing. We're gonna see more Jedi at a very faster rate. Village times before this were 3 weeks, and there are 6 phases you need to go through to unlock. So it'll be interesting to see if people will be able to actually get to the village in the first week. Squad leader range will be reduced. So this is also a very, very huge change. I'm not sure how it impacts PvE. I don't think it matters all that much for PvE, but the squad leader change is actually pretty huge. And I want to talk about why that is for PvP. For squad leaders, you would need this first box for form up. So what form up does is it removes dizzy and stun on all your group members. On Basilisk, it's totally global, meaning if you just have a squad leader outside on Tatooine, anywhere you are in Tatooine, as long as you're not inside a building, you'll get the form up action. And then you'll also need this box for squad leader for retreat, which is constant burst run. It's burst run all the time. You can spam the crap out of it as a squad leader. These are the 2 most important boxes for squad leader, although it does help to go up squad leader because you get things like group melee defense, group range defense, and group terrain negotiation, which allows players to go up hills without slowing down and stuff like that. But if you're a squad leader, you're going to need to be tanky. So you're probably going to either want to go fencer, or you're going to want to go, I should reset this. You're going to go fencer, or you're going to want to go TK. And this really limits a lot of stuff. TK, I imagine, is what most squad leaders probably should go instead of fencer. Some people are thinking, oh, I'll go squad leader for some reason, or squad leader, and then I'll go fencer. But I don't think that's as good. TK has more toughness, so they get unarmed toughness. I think at this level it is 57 toughness. The reason for that is since the ADKs are not in the game, and PSGs will break really fast, and there will be a ton of Jedi like, you know, 2 months in. Can you use 3xxx doc with that? I don't think so. That's the thing I was about to get to that was asked in chat. Yeah, you can't even reach doctor. The 57 toughness is relevant because toughness is the only thing that'll reduce damage from Jedi lightsabers outside of a PSG. 1 point is 1% damage reduction, so 57% damage reduction. You can get some medic to go with it. That'll help you a little bit. But yeah, it is really tough to play squad leader. So this is going to affect things a lot. So people are probably not going to play squad leader because squad leader buffs don't apply to themselves. Unfortunately, they made this range change. It's going to be 128 meters, but the squad leader buffs themselves don't apply to you, the squad leader, unfortunately. But here's the thing. If your enemy brings a squad leader and you don't bring a squad leader, what's going to happen is the enemy team's going to win. Both sides are going to have to bring a squad leader, and both sides are going to be prioritizing the squad leader. And then the next change we have is house maintenance will not automatically withdraw from the bank. So this is a really healthy change, I think. Currently, there's a lot of structures on Basilisk that are basically just there forever because the people that left the game just have money in their bank from here to Kingdom Come to pay maintenance on their houses, so their houses do not blow up. With the house maintenance not drawing from the bank, it will make it so that these houses will go poof, and that will free up a lot of space for people to either like implement new cities or having housing wherever they want, you know. It's a good change overall. Really, really good change. Automatic Galaxy Harvester pushes, but with a 2-day delay on new resources, so that people who enjoy this part of the game could still be first on a good spawn. So this is actually a really cool change. Galaxy Harvester is a website where people post what resources are on spawn at the moment. With a 2-day delay on it, it'll allow people who actively survey to get a jump on the new resources, so they don't have to report it to Galaxy Harvester. They can hoard it all to themselves. They will be able to be rewarded for their active gameplay. This is a really, really, really good system. With a 2-day delay on it, it also allows people who, you know, maybe aren't as active to also get onto these new resources. It'll tell them, you know, hey, this steel is on spawn in Corellia, or this meat is on spawn on Talus, or whatever, you know what I mean? So this is a really good thing. It rewards playing at the keyboard, but it also doesn't like punish people for not having as much time, being a more casual player. And then Tuesday weekly push of new code from the server. This could be devastating, could be not devastating, because they're pushing unstable from Nova to the new server every Tuesday. And so there could be interesting new bugs and glitches that we might not have seen on Basilisk. But, you know, it is a test server. It is a test play server. So to find those things is good, and to report them is even better. So if you find anything weird, just report it. You know, there's Mantis tickets you can make, and you know, explain how the bugs work and all that stuff. So we don't know what we'll see with this one. This could change a lot of things. That's all for today. Chat was here to hang out with us. I stream on twitch.tv/gospelgospel I'm going to be doing it every day for a while now. And yeah, come say hey. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream for the new server launch, and that will be like they're planning on having that December 18th, although no promises. It might not be December 18th, but that is the date they have said they want to get it out by. So I will be doing a 24-hour stream for that, and I will catch you all later. Have a good day wherever you're at. Peace.